Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm going to do a little reading, a little different at the moment. So I did a little reading just before. Some of my readings are just, I'm doing a very similar, or being very similar. So I'm going to try and do a reading more intentionally romance-based for relationships. Mellow is going to be part of the connection. Do you think you can maybe move a little? Is that Mellow in there? You're going to be doing a little bit of reading. Okay, so you want to sit down a little? Okay, and do a little different. And Mellow's just going to sit there and bring us all some good luck. We all need a little bit of good luck, and we want to be kind and caring and have compassion. So my first few cards I'm going to do for people who are tuning into this reading. I have to say, I can't help but say, someone watches this who doesn't like me very much. That's fine, that's fair enough, that's okay. You don't like me, you don't have to like me. But all that anger that you tune into is your own anger. And why do you feel so angry? Like, what makes you so angry? Like, what is your reason to be so angry? Why do you feel you have some sort of a vengeance or anger? Because as a person, I hope to never give anyone anger or upsetment or sadness or be unkind to anybody or misrepresent the truth. I think it's very important to be truthful, honest, kind and loving. And look, sometimes in life, if you need someone to help you, or if you need protection, or if you need somebody and something's going on and it's affecting you in your life, and you've had an instance perhaps maybe where someone's had to report something or say something, and it's been maybe about you, maybe that's you, who you could be, one of these people, then it's been done because something's either been heard, something's happened that they've heard about, or something's it would be because it was something very upsetting, very crucial, something that was very that needed to be said. Because you're not going to go and say nothing to somebody if something's not happening. You're not going to go and do that, nor are you going to you're going to protect yourself. Like myself, I protect myself, and sometimes I do have to go to other authority figures for help to protect myself. And if you are one of those people who are watching me and putting negative energy out there because of it, if you have nothing to hide and have done nothing wrong, then you have no reason to be unkind or cruel. If there is some reason why you are upset or anything like that, then just don't watch my channel. Just don't watch my channel. That's all you have to do. Don't watch my channel, because you're only hurting yourself, nobody else. I pick things up because I pick things up because I'm different. I don't have to come into the feeling of everything. But if you don't want things said about somebody or something to get back to somebody, or if you said something with groups of people and friends and think it will never ever get back to them, it gets back to people. People get back to people. There are many people know. Just because your little group is your little group doesn't mean that they don't know anybody else, nor are they not related to other people, or other people are related to other people. Because Mellow's picked a card out for us. So I want if ever someone's out there having a similar situation to myself, remember, if you need help, you've got to go and seek help. You don't call the police just to call the police. You know what I'm saying? You don't just get there and call the police because you want to call the police because you want to cause problems. You're not doing that. You're doing that to protect yourself because something has happened to violate you or yourself, or a situation that you're in that makes you feel safe. And someone is either blackmailing, making a situation where they want to create problems for someone's life, they want to destroy somebody, and someone's trying to destroy you or your life. They have the right to stand up for themselves. They have the right to go and seek information. You've done nothing wrong, you've got nothing to hide, you've done nothing wrong, so don't worry. But if you're angry because you're just angry, then just don't tune in. So we're going to do this reading based on Mellow's card, which I'm just going to look, for some reason was very important for her to find, which she did, which came from this pack, which I don't know how it came out, but it did. Oh, that is bizarre. Justice. So we have Justice, which is a bit like the Masonic Lodge temple. I don't know if my grandfather was part of the Masonic Lodge. He was a Master Mason in the Masonic Lodge, and he was in charge of, he was a chaplain, so he knew the Bible backwards and forwards. And speaking to someone just recently, because I've said before, I'm a professional tarot card reader. I read for Tasmanic Psychic Expos with Jason Betts, and one of the girls, and I'm really crap at IT. I have autism, I have dyslexia, I can't spell properly, I can't even tell sometimes half the time what words are right and what words to use correctively with things. But I had a girl come and who told somebody, and got back to me. She believed that I had created their Facebook page. I can't even spell properly half the time, and I've been so emotional with what's happening in my situation that it's been very hard for me. So I felt very upset, and I thought, how? And the sad thing is that there are people that I work with that are actually related to me, which these people don't, not everybody knows this. My manager knows certain people are related to me, but other people do not know that. And so people do not know many things, and things get back to people. But I've had lots of things like that in my life, where if people think their boyfriend's having an affair, they'll think it's with me. I don't know why. Maybe I've got lessons or karma. I don't believe. Karma can be many different lifetimes, not just this lifetime. But so for people who don't understand about karma, but people like to blame me a lot. I don't know. I really don't understand why. I don't. I wonder if because I never had friends when I was a child, I tried to always be friendly to everybody, and I found it very hard to make friends. I couldn't make friends. It was hard. Things I wanted to talk about, most children didn't want to talk about. I'd read things from the Bible. When I was a child, I'd read the children's Bible, a really big Bible, and want to know a lot about everything. And I'd read the encyclopedias, and most children wanted to read, there was a was it in my closet or something, which is, to me, I just thought, I don't understand this. But so I know I'm different. I know I don't stand out as being a normal person. I'm different. So we go back to Justice. So someone must be going through a similar thing to me, and for me, I'm too honest. I'm too personally honest, and I've got to try not to be, but I am too personally honest. But Justice is big issue, a big card, a big thing, and as being truthful, being loyal, being understanding, justice will find you out. Whoever, there's somebody out there, somebody's doing something, they're doing something that's not right. Doing something that's not right, and they're just sitting back with the popcorn, watching it all unfold. They believe all unfold, like Jack the Ripper, reading the paper for every action that Jack the Ripper has done, for all the murders he committed, and then he'd sit back and just read the paper, laughing to himself. So we have like a Jack the Ripper person out there who's trying to, and they know they are creating problems. So this person is deliberately doing the wrong thing, and they know they are deliberately doing the wrong thing, and they are legally going to get into a lot of trouble. You've bent the law, bending the law to fit yourself, bending the law to gain entry into places you shouldn't be, bending the law because you're doing the wrong thing. There's someone out there doing the wrong thing, and this person will be found out. They will be found out. And all of you out there who are having on pins and nails, thinking it's the person that you think it is, when it's not, you're very wrong. We have justice, and the person is, I think I said this the other day, the person is right in front of your working place. Fore and front. They're right in front, like the front talk, the front line, the forward first, the important person has some form of importance. They're not just the average Joe Blow checkout kit. This is someone of some importance. This person has some gained entry. They have a gained entry. They have connections with people. I think I feel police force. We have connections. And there's connections within this friendship group. And they are destructing, and in their little groups destructing, and continually destructing. But they're destructing the wrong person. However, the people who should be looking after everything and making sure that none of this happens and that everyone is protected, especially that person, everything's going to come crashing down. I'm really sorry, but everything's going to come crashing down. You have a duty of care to look after people. You must look after people, but even what you are thinking is wrong. There is someone who is deliberately in a position of some form of type of power. They are doing things, watching things being done, sitting back like Jack the Ripper and seeing it just go and happen. Trying. So we have a setup. I think I've said this many times before. We have a setup. Okay. Mello picked that, not me. Mello did. And she did that 3 times, hopped on my lap. I wanted to do this about relationships, so I just have a drink of my tea. Twinings Lady Grace, beautiful tea. So if that's in relation to work, and also there must be some sort of, because I did start by saying I feel relationship, I want to do relationship. So we are going to have some form of a relationship from this or come from this. And I do feel there is going to be some relationship that is going to off-put from this situation happening. Whoever you are out there, there will be some creation of some relationship of someone, or some people are going to come together, not as in a friendship, but in a relationship, intimacy. There's going to be like a relationship, a union, a connection made from this encounter. It was divine intervention that has created all of this. This has fallen and happened because of spirit. There is meant to be a change in destiny for people, and it's very serious because we want to make sure that things like this don't ever happen again. And people who are weak, I'm not saying weak as in weak, like it takes, you have to be so goddamn strong to get through some terrible things like this. But you have to have strength, and you've got strength in you to get through these things that are happening. So I want you to be strong and to think you can get through it, because you can get through it. Be strong. You can get through it. And know that you can go forward. You can go forward from this point. You can get stronger and go through. So I have a card called the Star. So we have a relationship that's going to bloom from a very difficult situation that we never thought you'd never thought you would be at or see or be around, or that this would happen. And because of this situation, there's going to be, and I see a little girl, it's going to be a little girl born, a little girl in the relationship, a little girl as part of the togetherness of this uniting front of the relationship. And lots of hopes and dreams are going to come to fruition because of you both getting together, and you and this person are destined to be with each other. You're meant to be with each other. You have a destined to be with each other. There's might get Mello to pick the next card. Mello, can you please pick another card for us? Mel. Which one? Do you know what card? What card? Puppet? Which one? Poppy? Which one? No, she doesn't want to. That other one was meant to be the most, and it was the most important card to begin with. So I'm going to pick this one. Okay. So, interesting. So, someone, you thought that you wouldn't meet somebody, or you felt or thought that no one was going to come into your life. You will meet somebody. Someone is going to come in. The right person will come into your life. You won't always be alone. You won't always be by yourself. And from this whole situation of scenario that's happening to all these different people, and it would not have been happening if the first person had actually dealt with the situation correctly to begin with, and none of these other people wouldn't have been brought into it to begin to end with. It just wouldn't have happened, because if the first person, the person had gone to and needed help, and that person had treated it correctly, it would never have gone over the years it has, this problem that's been the legal situation. That's very, very important, and something very serious is going on there. Would not have occurred or happened if the first person they had gone to for help had have helped them and actually helped them properly, because they didn't help them. Because if they had have helped them, all these other people wouldn't have been pulled into the mix, and that's the truth of it. So a loving person, the person's going to come to you, and this person's coming to see you, this person's coming to be with you, this person is in love with you, and they're going to come to you, and they have a lot of love in their heart for you, and there's just this connection that you will both have, and you're very similar, and you have very similar likes and dislikes, but that person's going to be more the talker and you're going to be more the listener. And I don't know if it's been vice versa before in relationships you've been in, but I feel that it's going to be that person's more the talker, which I think will feel more satisfying for you, and you be more the listener, so you can sit back and listen to the information like a little encyclopedia and hear things and actually enjoy listening to things that are really interesting to hear. And you have communication and conversations that you've not had before. And I feel that you're going to have a lovely creation of a relationship together. I do feel that both of you have been through struggles before, and you're both at a time in life where time is important age-wise, and it's the togetherness of both of you and the realization of who we are at certain times in our life and how we change and how we develop at certain times, and it's meeting that right person who fits you perfectly. And it doesn't mean that, and that I always see a fish in the readings. I've got one in this one too, a little fish at the bottom. There's always a fish in it. I don't know why. And the guy's wearing purple. It's like the knight in shining armor protecting. But we need somebody who's protecting, and this person I feel who's coming is protecting, and I feel he is very strong, he's very guarded, he's very protected. You can't see his veil because of he's sent his oh, there's a little ducky looking at me outside. He sent his people to look after you and protect you, and they're doing that exactly. But they have to be very switched on, and they've got to be very clued in and switched on, and not communicate things to other people in order to protect and do the right thing to get the ultimate outcome of things. But I do feel this person's going to come to you, see them coming to you. And you've been going through something very traumatic, traumatic. It could have been health, could have been work, could have been your life, in your situations that you've been going through. But I feel it's been very traumatic. There's been an upchange, a complete upchange in your life. Something completely has left your life, and something has been taken away, like someone, your integrity, your trust, your honesty, and someone's ripped it out of you and said, no, you don't have that. Similarly thing, and it's like they've made you naked, and you feel like when Adam and Eve were in the Bible, and Eve ate the apple, and then they realized that they were naked, and Adam as well, and they realized that they were naked, and someone's exposing you, but people are exposing you because I feel there's a lot of jealousy around, and they're exposing you based on a misrepresentation of the truth. And it is that they have tried and are trying to destroy you, while someone, as I say this again, sits back like Jack the Ripper watching, because it's all being planned out. He wants to watch something and see something be created. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but the person is sitting back and they're watching, like eating the popcorn, and something's playing out, and they're just wanting to see the worst possible thing that they could see, because they're not wanting you to fight. And they never ever believed that someone would come that would protect you and love you, and that you would not be alone forever, and that the person who would come and love you, like the arrow of love, like St. Valentine's with the arrow, has the arrow of love. But it's not only coming in, but it's coming in to protect you, and it's coming in with love from the heart, from the chest area, and is powerful and strong. And I've got two little ducks outside, which is beautiful. And they're all both together. And one's a boy and one's a girl. So that's lovely. Oh, lovely. So I have this all the time in all the other readings I have. So sorry, I try really hard to do a different reading. I really did try really hard. But it is a general reading, but whoever I kept picking up on, I kept picking up on similar things. This person's really caring and really loving, and they're very supportive. I feel them coming to you at night, not of the day, but coming to you overnight. They're not wanting to hurt, alarm you, or cause you any pain or anything that's going to upset you at all. But I do feel that there are 3 female women who are involved in creating things to do with the justice, who is trying to destroy and destruct you. And they're trying to bring you down. And 3 women are trying to bring you down. And now there will be someone that will come into your life, and the person who's going to come into your life will not be, there's going to be something special about them, something special to the point that these 3 women want to know you and for you to be their friend, so they can know this person and be part of your life and the friend and the relationship that you have with this person, because now they're going to want to be friends with you, because now you have something really amazing about you and special that's part of you, because you're with somebody who's something special about this person, that these people want to be your friends. But these people who want to be your friends only want to be your friends because of who is with you, not because of who you are. Because when they could see cracks, or when they doubted you, they all got together and doubted you. They all got together and doubted you. And you knew that you had nothing to be doubted about. So like the hangman, these people just wanted to hang you. Just wanted to lock, noose, hang you. So they're just wanting to hang people. They're just wanting to, if they could have, they'd just hang you tomorrow if they could have. So these people were wanting to cut dry. They didn't really care about the proof, to be quite honest. They didn't really care about the proof of things. They just wanted to hang you because you were there. You were there. Not you were there as in you were there somewhere, because this is not the case. Because you were not. You were there as in you were an accessibility that they could use so they could blame you. And you were captured as the person to blame. So people were pulling at strings by wanting to create so many problems for you, and they never realize, and they don't realize what you are going to become, the attention that you will have, and the people who will want to be your friends because of who is in your life. So I want you to remember who the people are that are in your life, that love you for who you are now, care for you for who you are now, and if something went wrong, they'd give you the doubt. They'd give you the benefit of the doubt rather than jumping with what everybody else thinks is the worst about you. And if it's something bad, they'd rather believe that than believe the right truth about you. Because those type of people are not really the people that are really your friends. And if they are that easy to turn a friendship, or someone that liked you is that easy to turn their thoughts about you into not believing who you are or trusting you at all, then that person is not someone you need to have in your life, nor they should be in your life, because they are not right for you. Oh God, the 3 women again, the 3 women again, 3 women. Oh, I nearly fell off the chair. 3 women. So I'm getting 3 women, and I'm getting, so it's a wheel of fortune. Lots of things are going on. I don't know if you are a female and you've had children with 3 different relationships, or 3 different men in your life with relationships with children, or if you're a man. And I say this, and I've said this before, I don't get very many people who are men who ever have readings or are interested. Very occasionally, but mostly very 0.0 .1% would be a man out of the readings. But if you are, then you're a man with 3 different particular women who are demanding things from you to do with children, and they're demanding I want this, I want this, and I want this. And there's a 4th person as well that no one knows about. But that person, the 4th person who's just come in, they're not asking for anything from you that these 3 people want. These people want things from you that are like security, as in security of buyable, purchasable. There's money involved in some factor. This other person, that's like the poor person. I don't mean that as in poor. I mean we're all, poorness is in the richness of our life, and poorness is not when we realize how beautiful we are and loving within our hearts. That's poor. That's sad, because we are beautiful beings of light. But this person has a beautiful being within them, and they probably don't see the beauty in themselves that other people can see. However, these other 3 women are very jealous of, and are trying to create problems about. And the situation, this 4th person coming in, is not being treated very well. And these 3 women, which I've had before, and I've got again, and I'm wanting to be friends, but still behind your back, it doesn't matter. They're still waging and whining, because that's just who they are. And you will know who they are. And those people are the people that normally are the people that don't sit by themselves. They're always normally with a group or with other people, but not by themselves. So it's normally those type of people you will tell. And they're the people that are the quickest to change when there's anything negative someone would think about you and other people. So okay, someone's coming to you with great thanks. So someone is going to come to you with great thanks. And it's like the person's wearing the purple. I don't often see purple. Purple's coming up everywhere. Purple robe, like a king. He's coming to you, and this person's coming to you. This man I feel's coming, and he's down on his knees, and he's like, I love you, I really love you, I am the real thing, I am, this is what I want for my future, I know what I have done in my life, I'm not perfect, I have not done perfectly everything wonderful maybe, but this is my life, and I want to be in love with you. And I feel this is the type of thing he's going to say. And look, some people can change, but they've got to want to change. But to change, you've got to change from your inner core, not just the perception of I can change, and then you revert back to old ways. Change involves changing many different factors about yourself, but being the best version of yourself you can be. And so this person is wanting to give you a crown, to say, I give you this, I'm doing this, I'm doing what I can, I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to protect you. So you're going to get someone who's going to come in, who's going to protect you, and they're very loving and caring, but they want to do the right thing. There's 3 again. I have 3. It's like 3 different, like 3 children, or 3 different women with different children to different men. But I don't feel it's the one relationship, or the same children are with the one man. It's if there's difference, there's change, there's differences there. But it's about, you're not going to be alone. I don't see you being alone. My last 2 cards is we go back to, oh my god, very, very similar cards. Very similar cards. So my last 2 cards are very similar cards. So how I read them, which takes me back to the initial beginning of justice, and the outcome. So my outcome is that justice is happening. There is some sort of legal situation. There's something very serious going on, and someone's so distraught that someone's trying to, they could murder and kill them literally with their knife. They would, physically. So what they're doing is the Jack the Ripper form of doing pain by association, and then watching on and hoping that they're hurting and harming them, and hoping that they're bringing so much horrible stuff to somebody. But someone else is looking on who's a lot stronger, a lot smarter, and there's someone who is sorting it all out. Someone's sorting all of it out. They're going to sort everything out. I have to say this, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, I don't like swearing, but the shit is on the wall for everyone to see, and it's falling off, and it's not going to be there much longer, up on the wall for everyone to see, for everyone to talk about, to everyone to communicate with. It's not going to be there for everybody to continually going on about. Someone is coming in to mop up the mess, mop up the crap, mop up the shit. Sorry for swearing. Someone is coming in, and it's at the time of Cancerian, which is around now. So we have someone around now who is coming in. So if it's a relation, which I feel it with a relationship and someone coming in and loving, but I feel that there's news coming, but there's news coming of positivity, and also the positivity that's coming in is going to be an upscale positive event for you. And this person is putting everything into getting everything fine-tuned, and is thinking very smartly to help protect you the best way they can. But from this, there's going to be some love that comes from this. I hope this is being some help for you today, and I'm going to end with a card for your week. You right, Cockpit? And headaches. I keep getting someone's got headaches, and the headaches are due to stress. So if you can just try and de-stress yourself and be kind and caring to yourself. Okay. Try and not be so open. You've got to close your not tell too many people things. You've got to start being quiet about things, because this is how people find things out, because you're too honest. You've got to be more quieter and close things up. That's how people get their information. That's how people get information. I know myself that. Standing, listening, you learn. You learn. That's how you hear things. But just got to learn to be a little quiet, and just don't have to be friends with everybody. Just be friends with those who care and love you for you, and support you for you, who really know who you are. And at the end of the day, I want you to know how beautiful and special you are, and that there is someone very special coming into your life. My name is Electra. If you would like to subscribe, share. If you'd like a little reading, I do have a little Etsy page. I haven't had a reading yet, but that's okay, because I have chronic fatigue, so I don't mind. But I've learned from watching Alex Hum, I can't pronounce his last name, talking about business, saying that you've got to promote what you create if you want people to know about it, otherwise they're not going to know about it. And so that's why I try to promote it. And it's just about, even getting people to look. Just views is nice, because that way people are even looking. But if you want I do a little 3-card reading, just 3 cards, and just give me, if you do go to my Etsy page, there will be a link underneath this, and the 3-card reading it's 15 AU dollars, Australian dollars, and that's for 3 cards, and that's for 3 questions that you would like to know about. And the more information you can give me, the better. I'm not saying as in, I just like to know, especially with 3 cards with a small reading, what you want me to get down to, so I can read it and get you the information directly, and I can bypass all the other stuff that comes up, and we can just concentrate on that. And if you'd like a full reading, full readings are $65, and that's just a full reading, and I can go quite into depth with the full reading as well. I hope you have a lovely day, and and also if you like old-fashioned stuff, I've created little things from Printify that I print things onto through Printify, and have on my Etsy shop that I sell also, which are very sort of Victorian, old-fashioned, and sort of old 1900 Hollywood silent film type of things with like Mary Pickford, because I like the old-fashioned stuff. You should have to buy anything. Just look, so I know that people think might you just look, and it feels nice to know that someone's looking at things. And if anyone ever wants to get anything, up to you, whatever. I'm in no hurry, rush or anything for anything, but it's just nice to create and fun. But have a lovely day, and please know we do not know what anyone in this world is privately going through or dealing with, and you don't know what someone has gone through that they haven't spoken to you about privately, that you do not know about. So always try and be kind, be compassionate, and be caring. And if someone is upset, or if someone doesn't want to talk to you, or someone walks off, sometimes it's not because of you. Sometimes it's because they're going through a lot of stuff themselves. So, just be kind and compassionate to yourself, and know that, it's not always going to be you. Don't think that you're the problem. Every person in this world, we all try to socialize together in a place where we commune together. And some of the hardest things are communicating with each other together. Groups of people get together, and most of those groups get together and they'll talk about certain situations and situations around normally the groups of where they meet each other. And then there's those who just sit by themselves because they sit by themselves because they're interested in other stuff. And that's just how things are. We're all different. No one is perfect. No one's the same. And you know what? It's always good to be a little different. But please, I know this from myself. I'm one of the people pick on. Not pick on, but I'm the first person people think if something bad happens, they think, oh, that must be me. And it's utterly true. Utterly true. It's happened most of my life. And I would never do anything wrong in my life, ever. I just never ever would. I'm just not that type of person. Never intentionally ever want to ever hurt or harm or do anything wrong. I would not. And I don't know if it's because I'm try to be everybody's friend, because I never had friends, and that's why I try to be everybody's friends, because I didn't have friends, and so I try to be nice. Even when people have no friends, I'll try and be that person's friend. But you are you, and not everybody wants to be our friend, and not everyone has our back. Not everyone wants to look at life like someone's going through something, or not everyone, or that some people are out there to be unkind, and some people are out there to make it look as if we're doing things that we're not doing, and those people, I really feel justice is coming for you. Justice is coming for you. And for those who are like me and always trying to be the good person, who are like you out there, just be the good person you are. And if people overhear this or overhear that, and they hear things, they have every right to tell somebody, especially if it's something someone said about them, because they have every right to tell them, because they're not going to communicate and say something if they don't want to cause a big problem or scene. And if those people haven't dealt with it correctly, remember this, it should have been dealt with correctly in the first place. Otherwise, these things wouldn't have gone on as progressively as they should have. Just wouldn't have happened. So I want you to know that you are special, you are unique, you are important, and you are valued. And you are just as important as anybody else out there, if not more. My name's Electra. Have a lovely day and take care of yourself. God bless. And Sai Ram if you're a Sathya Sai Baba devotee. Sai Ram.